Hi, everybody. Today is Sunday, July 12th. I'm Nicci, and this is the Nicnacknits podcast group. Group over on Ravelry, but here we're just Nicnacknits podcast. And this is my co-host.
I am Heather, and I am coming to you from Southern California. And Nicci is in Berlin, Wisconsin.
Middle of Wisconsin. I'm not northern. Not northern. I'm like dead center.
I said Berlin, Wisconsin.
Oh, I thought you said northern. Sorry. I've been on the boat all day. I don't know what to tell you. I can't hear.
Yeah. So we are, we decided to film a quick little check-in episode. It's not our full podcast. We'll do that next week sometime. But we just wanted to stick to some kind of schedule and put up a quick little thing to announce our winners. We had I think we had all of our cows.
All of our cows.
Yeah, all of our cows had came to the point of a winner. Only one of them is ending, and then we'll continue the rest of them through the end of the year. But so we're kind of doing winners announced and new cows that have started since our last podcast, and a scrappy project check-in. So that's what we're gonna have for you today. If you care to join us, that's what we're talking about.
Yep. Grab your favorite beverage and knitting or crocheting. So I will jump in right away with the scrappy cow, and that one runs all year long, and it's quarterly prizes. And this time we had roughly 20 entries, and the random number that we drew from was number 33, which is B-Wing. So get in contact with me, Brittany, on the Ravelry. Let me know what pattern you'd like for that. $7 or under. And thank you for participating. You did a really cute scrappy hat, and I'm going to put all of the winners, like what they, the project at the end with the photographed, so that you guys can see what they did. But it was a really cute hat.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go over to the thread, it was entry number 33.
Yep.
Or post number 33.
And then I have the Socket to Me, of course, every 2 months. And we had 25 entries, and number 19, Raven Diva. Again, get in contact with me over on Ravelry or Instagram. All our handles will be down below. Where to find us, and let us know what pattern you'd like for $7 or under.
Yeah.
So, and now Heather can go with hers.
Just taking a sip of coffee. Okay, so for my first one, get her done. We didn't have any entries this month, so I just wanted to remind you guys that the Get Her Done cow is a year-long thing. It's a monthly draw. It doesn't have to be knit. It doesn't have to be crochet. The item just has to be less than 50% done, and you pull it out and work on it and get it done. I mean, I'm even willing to accept cross-stitch projects if they're, I mean, not like a little,
right,
little motif or something like that, but there's some cross-stitch projects that I've seen that are massive and take hours and hours and hours of time. So, what?
As long as they've had them started for at least 4 to 6 months prior. It doesn't matter how soon they finish it. It could be entered next month if you
exactly.
Yeah.
So that's a monthly draw, and we do go from the post, like the last post from the previous month down. So it's not like it's a whole thread draw. That'll be at the end of the year. But the side note is that I did receive your message, Shirley, and I will send you the pattern that was from last month. She was the winner from last month, so I will send you your pattern out today. And then I had what was my next one? the read along?
West.
Or Stephen West. Stephen West, we had 2 through 4. And our winner was number 2, which is Kim. Kim, what is her name on
Kim Goody.
Kim Goody. So Kim, get in contact with me. And I'm not going to tell you before you watch this episode that you actually won, even though I'm going to talk to you in like an hour. So get in contact with me and let me know your pattern choice, $7 or under, and I will gift that to you. And then we had the read-along, and we had 2 entries. So it was 2 and 3, and the number was number 2, which was Tara Raven Diva. Tyra, sorry. So again, get in contact with me on Ravelry, and I'll get you a pattern, $7 or less.
Yeah, because we know what happened with you. You let us know about your post getting deleted on accident.
Yeah.
And I think the read along, I think we should do it again starting in January, maybe.
Maybe.
Right at the new year.
Mm-hmm.
And the only other thing I wanted to add to Heather's Get Her Done weekend, we're doing kind of an impromptu August, at least for a few of us. Those of us who have way too much on our needles.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying not to cast anything new on after the next week, for my baby knits,
Mm-hmm.
and get my project cleared off in August. So I think it's a good time for anybody who's coming up on gift giving and stuff. Get your projects done in the month of August. Try to do no cast on. And see.
Yeah, it's like a group of, I want to say maybe 5 of us. We're doing no new cast-ons in August, and we're only focusing on our whips. And I'm not going to cast on anything new after July 31st.
And I'm going to try not to cast anything else on but these couple of baby sweaters that I have to get done for a customer.
Yeah. Yeah,
So.
I have a ton of baby stuff that I need to do. And I still would like to. I know I'm not going to get it done, but I would like to start the Christmas in July socks.
Yeah, I would like to get those at least on the needle.
Yeah, I know I'm not going to get them done in July. Like, it's July 12th. I'm not delusional. But my goal was to get Christmas in July socks done, and I wanted to get at least like 3 pairs done. So
a little behind. We're okay. We're fine.
Behind.
Totally fine.
So if I can cast them on and steadily work on them, even if they're kind of on the back side, then that's fine.
Yeah. And then we have 2 brand new cals. One we've talked to you previous about, and one is brand new. It just we got asked to co-host with Brittany B-Wing from Comforting Crafts over on Ravelry is her group name. She doesn't have a podcast, but she does have a fairly active group on Ravelry.
Mm-hmm.
And last year, her church, they always take hats and mittens and things like that, scarves, and dishcloth is what the church is really looking for this time. And last year, she only had a month to get them together, and I think she got like 200, and now she's really pushing to get 500.
Mm-hmm.
So we're co-hosting it with her, and I think there's like 4 other podcasters also doing this. And what it is you just make any kind of dishcloth, crochet, knit, however you want to do it, and get a package together. It's going from July 1st through December 31st, and get in contact with Brittany or contact us, and we can get you the address for you.
Mm-hmm.
And send it off to her church. And if you put the pictures up in the group, and I'm going on the honor system that you're truly donating these, then we will pull a prize at the end of the year. It's December 31st.
Right.
And so if you're in the area and can get them to me, that's fine. I know a couple are. And I will mail one great big package to her at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Heather will talk for the next one.
Okay, so we're back with our next new cal that started is the Blizzard Along. We're co-hosting that with Deborah. She is Doc Firewoman on Instagram and Diary of a Physicist Farm Gal on YouTube is her podcast name. And basically, the Blizzard Along is just making snowflakes, kind of a play on Christmas in July. You can do the snowflakes like that, the crocheted ones. I picked up a book last night that I should have brought over here, and I forgot. That is for needle tatting. You use the same thread that you would use for the one that Nicci just showed you, but you use needle tatting instead of a crochet hook. You can do it could be a color work motif. It could be anything that has anything to do with snowflakes. It could even be like
knitted crochet
snowflake or whatever. Yeah. The only thing that we are asking that it not be is like a folded piece of paper cut out snowflake. That's not what we're looking for. We would like it to be a little bit more crafty and time commitment than that. Yep. So that cal is running from July 1st until July 31st, and we will be drawing 2 prizes. So one from our Ravelry thread, which is already open, and we ask that there's no chatter in that thread, just FO pictures. And then we're also going to be drawing a prize from the Instagram hashtag, and the Instagram hashtag is in our thread on Ravelry.
Blizzard in.
I can't remember. That's why I didn't say
I'll pull it up. I'm not even going to say it yet.
I think it's Blizzard in July 2020, but I'm not sure. And Deborah is doing the same thing. So if you wanted to, she's pulling from her thread and from Instagram too. So you are more than welcome to double dip. You can even put it in, Deborah's doing a string thing cal. I think that's what she's calling it. It's basically just using like the crochet thread. And you can also put it in our scrappy. If you're making those snowflakes, they're definitely less than, 10 grams. Yeah, so there are other places that you can enter besides just the Instagram and Rav places.
And the hashtag is Blizzard in July 2020.
That's what I thought it was. But see, I was doubting myself. So it is Blizzard in July 2020.
So that is all we have for admin finally. I know that was a lot of talking. So we want to, Heather mentioned this last time, we wanted to start maybe doing a monthly check-in with just our scrappy projects. I think is what you had mentioned.
Yeah, like I don't think that it's not that it's not necessary to show our scrappy stuff every podcast, but I was thinking like, because I know you guys want to see our stuff too, but I was just thinking like if we do
monthly to every other month, we can come in and show you.
My son's back.
So
Matthew's back.
That's all right. But I have 3 scrappy projects going, and in the time since you guys have seen them last, I have work on them. Like, me and Heather don't always get a lot of time each week or every other week to work on our scrappy stuff. Mm-hmm. Because obviously Heather has 3 children, I have 1 and a grandmother to take care of, and we have all of our other knits that we get caught up in.
Right, exactly.
So I thought it was a great idea because sometimes I only get a row or 2 and you're not going to see the progress.
Yeah, it doesn't really show it doesn't show that much of a difference. But if, like, I was just thinking the first podcast of the month, we can add it into our normal routine of showing and just say, okay, now we're going to, it's time for our scrappy check-in or whatever. So since the last podcast we recorded, I showed there the square that I was working on. I'm still working on that square for the barn raising. I did block my other squares. I just haven't sewn in the ends yet. I'm thinking that now that I have 5 squares done. I'm going to get some yarn and connect them together and measure how big that 5 squares are going to be to see how much I want to do for the total blanket.
Oh, okay.
It's not going to be, like, I'm not expecting this to be bed size, but when I blocked those squares, they came out to be pretty big. So, I mean, I didn't, like, go crazy, but they were pretty big. So I'm going to see how that is, but I just have to find yarn that I want to use to connect them. And I have not restarted my Cozy Memories yet.
Okay.
I want to do that. So, do you want to show?
Sure. So, my Moss Stitch worsted weight scrappy project that I started a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. Last time I showed it to you guys, it was down by that lamb there. So I think I got like 12 extra rows on there now.
Yeah.
And this is folded in half. So unlike Heather, I'm always like, I need to make sure it's going to cover me and wrap up in it. So I end up making these king size Afghans. And I'm like, why did I do this to myself? I'm never going to finish this.
Yeah.
Well, I'm 90.
I mean, I know that I would like a blanket for my bed. I think the Cozy Memories will be for my bed, but I know that I'm going to be making that until I'm 95 years old, so it's okay.
So, do you want me to show another one?
You have all three?
I have 3 altogether, yeah.
Okay, well, I only have 1, so go ahead.
Okay. Then my next one, is my Bits and Bobs. And again, this is one of those, like I said, I can't do what she said to cast on. That's not going to be wide enough. I did 3 times that amount or 4 times. So here it is in all its glory. And the stitch marker obviously is way over on the other side. So where the star is where I was last time. I got about an inch or half inch.
Mm-hmm.
About an inch.
Can you hold it for just a second?
I'm trying.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get the camera to focus.
So I make, for this, I did not balls.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just holding it together with this massive cone of thread. So no worries of running that out.
Yeah.
Make sure that doesn't fall off the ends. I really need to put some stoppers or put them in a yarn cozy. Oh no. Go ahead and talk about yours. I might have to run away for a second.
Okay.
I grabbed the project bag for the next one, but this is like what I'm working on, not what is done. I'll be right back.
Oh, I see. Okay, so you'll see next week, I am making a star baby blanket for my best friend who is pregnant. And I have had these cakes, magic knot cakes, done for a while. I was going to do a granny stripe blanket with my leftovers, and I decided that I didn't want to do that. I didn't like how the fabric was coming out with the hook I was using. So I decided to adapt the star blanket pattern to be able to use fingering weight yarn. And I'm using a size F 3.75 millimeter hook. And I'm doing a star blanket.
So cute.
So this is just the first color. I have the second color has already been joined, but this is the first color. And I'm just going to keep going. And the pattern is free. The Crochet Crowd does it, but I think it's a yarn inspiration pattern. It's a free pattern, so you just start in the center and increase and slowly build out. So each side will grow by 2 stitches each round. So I'm just going to go until I don't want to go anymore. And it's just going to be I don't have any size. I don't have any size in mind. I mean, I'll do until these two balls run out and add more, and we'll see where it goes. But it's just something that I wanted to use at my scraps. And I mean, yeah, we do little, scrap swaps all
Swaps.
the time, but I don't want to. Even if there's 5 grams of yarn left, I'm not going to throw it away. Like,
So,
I want to use of everything, so I'm trying to come up with ways to use all of my scraps that that are not scrappy or not stripes, because those have two projects already. Yeah. So go ahead, your turn.
so you guys know that I'm doing the Stitch in Time. And I had gotten the first January, February, and I finally did March.
Who's that pattern by?
Kay Jones, same as the Bits and Bobs. So, like Heather was saying, she likes to use it all up. So I started this one, and then at the end, I had to use a different one. But this whole block was a swap from actually Kim. So I now have 3, and I'm hoping by the end of August that I will have 8 to get back on track.
Right.
And I think I also want to invest in getting some of these strings.
Insulin.
Yeah.
Can we pause for a second?
Not a problem. Be right
Okay,
back.
so at the end of August, you want to have 8 blocks done. So you're going to do a block a month. And then when are you going to border them?
And exactly. Well, see, okay, so I bought the yarn to round these.
Oh, you did? What is that?
I did. And I bought Michael's Wool-like because I knew that like there's no dye lot commercial.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm fine. Like if I want to make it bigger, I can. Whatever.
Right.
And I think I want to say I got the gray or the black. But I put it in a really good hiding. I was like, I'm going to put this in a really good spot so I know exactly where it is when I need it. I don't know where that really good spot is. I've checked out my really good spots. Found some other stuff I was missing. I don't know if anybody else does this.
No, yeah. I think we all do it. But I mean,
So,
it's not like you need it like today. So
no.
fine.
I
But
mean, ideally, I would love to get those 8 blocks done by mid-August and then get them bordered also.
mm-hmm. Because not only do you have to border, you also have to sew together.
Right. Right.
And when do you want this blanket done by?
I know for a fact because I don't want it to be. I think I want mine probably to be like 16 by 16.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going with a 2-year goal.
Okay.
Or, I could make it for JJ for graduation, how we were talking about getting blankets together for I had said maybe make him one for his graduation.
Mm-hmm.
So I might just keep doing these squares until I find enough that don't mean anything to me. Like my block from Kim, I want to keep. My block from Brittany, I want to keep.
Right.
I want to maybe get some male colors of scraps that I have.
Mm-hmm.
And start putting together a one for him for when he goes away to college. So
yeah, I want to do that for Evelyn too.
So I think this, and maybe like we were talking about the cozy memories.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about making them more like the 50 or 55 count instead of the 45s.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever the one is in the free pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Make them a little bit bigger. So, and
yeah.
just keep going on. I just feel that if I get them much bigger than that, to keep flipping that around in my lap,
Mm-hmm.
like so many of you guys do, I wouldn't be happy with that. Like, it's going to make me not want to work on it.
Right, yeah.
So, I'm still debating.
Yeah. I just like, I look at like podcasters that are like Amber, the yarn hoarder, or like, I mean, even people that we know, like Agatha, she's finished a blanket, and like I don't know, I just have this vision of like my family sitting around watching a movie or something, and like everybody's covered up in a blanket and everybody's snuggled up, and like we're hanging out as a family together.
Right.
And it's fine, it's cool. I want to have, like, I feel like I have this vision of having, like, all of these massively knit or crochet blankets that I have made that, like, my kids will want to
Take with them.
And, it's not necessarily was made specifically for them, but, like, they have the memories that they want to keep forever, and they would never think about donating it to a thrift shop or whatever. Like, I see blankets that people have made at thrift shops, and honestly, it makes me sad.
Right.
Because it's like,
Do you understand how much work went into that?
Yeah, like somebody's grandma made that, and then, unfortunately, she passed away, and they just donated it to the thrift shop.
Right.
So, that's what I don't want to happen. And there's something, I mean, I would rescue every blanket that I found at the thrift shop if I could, So that's just how I want my house to be. So
yeah. I think I will forever have blankets on the needles.
Yeah.
But I don't know how many I'll actually finish all the way because I'm like, oh, squirrel, look at that one.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, squirrel, look at that one. Like the ones that we're gonna start with all of our gauge swatches.
Right.
So there'll just be a whole bunch of blankets when I'm gone, and they'll have to disperse them.
Mm-hmm.
And I will come back to haunt any of them that put them to the thrift store.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. So, that's it. We just wanted to show you our scrappy, talk about winners. We didn't want to go much further without announcing winners.
Nope. And let you know about the blizzard, again, remind you that,
right,
because it is the 12th, you only got to the 31st.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Get them in. Was there any entries when you looked this morning?
I didn't even look.
Oh, I was just wondering because you're on.
No entries as of now. None yet.
Okay, so
you have a good chance of winning, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some of the needle tatting ones and post those on the Instagrams. And I'll send you a copy of the book. You can put it at the end of the podcast.
Sounds good.
I got up and I didn't grab it.
We will see you all in about a week and a half. Okay. And about a week
yeah.
And a half. So, and we'll have probably lots of things that are finished.
Yeah, I have a baby shower on the 25th, so I have to get all my stuff finished by then. And I want to podcast before then, so
yep.
I'll show you guys before it goes away.
Forever. So.
Well, not to my house.
We will see you all then, and I hope you all enjoy the nice holidays right now for summer break.
Mm-hmm.
It's been really up and down with heat here anyways.
Yeah, it's a nice day today, but it's gonna get hot. It's only 12:45.
So, all right.
So, on that note, we will see you guys in a couple weeks, and make sure you're posting in our threads and on Instagram.
Yep, and make sure you're a subscribed person to the Ravelry groups to make sure that you can get those entries.
Oh, and I want to say now, we're in the works of talking about our 100 subscriber on YouTube giveaway. So we'll probably be announcing that within the next couple podcasts. So if you're watching us on YouTube and you're not subscribed, please subscribe and like our video and share and comment and do all those things. We will have a giveaway too. We'll be posting a giveaway for our 100 subscriber.
Yes. So until then, happy knitting, guys.
Happy knitting. See you later.
Bye.